Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click and subscribe to my channel. So my name is Tara and I am a fitness instructor. I've been doing it for a couple of years and it is totally my passion of what I do. Now, I have what you call a mortgage job as well because sister girl gotta pay the bills, right? So, but my teaching fitness classes and everything fitness related is truly what I love to do. So, like I said, I've been doing it for a lot of years and my body is used to working out. It's used to working out hard. Is used to being in the gym all the time. You know, I teach all different types of classes. I teach HIIT classes, step classes, dance classes, Zumba classes, kickboxing classes, strength classes, any type of fitness that you can think of besides yoga and Pilates, which is probably what I should be teaching. So I don't teach those two formats, maybe because yoga, I like yoga, but let me tell you, I took a yoga class and I literally thought I was going to pass out. I can do 10 HIIT classes in a row, but technically you're not supposed to do that. But you get my point. When I took this yoga class, because I wanted to get some flexibility work, because I am extremely tight in my body, I was okay. The instructor was nice. She was calming. She had the yoga voice. She was phenomenal, right? And she started off slow. It was like, we're gonna go into a standing pose, into warrior, into tree. I don't know if I have all the terminologies, because again, I do not teach yoga and I'm not a yoga person, so I'm just going off of memory. I said, oh my goodness, I can do this. Lo and behold, it was like a switch flip. All of a sudden she was like, and tree, and stand up, and do a cartwheel, and one leg on your head, and one leg up, and I was like, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna pass out. I literally was in child's pose, which is a pose that you sit back and rest for probably majority of the class. And I was like, okay, maybe this is not for me. And I was like, yeah, this is not for me. But you know what? I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I really need to try it again. Maybe just at a lower intensity, pick a lower intensity class that I can kind of learn from, like a beginner's class. Because I'm not a beginner to fitness, but I'm a beginner to that format. So just like any other person that have never worked out before, I'm gonna treat myself just like that. Like, never did yoga before and I'm brand new, know nothing. Let's start me off slow. But anyway, so I am embarking on a fitness journey, which is what this vlog is about. As I've gotten older, my body just doesn't respond the way that it used to anymore. And I find myself putting on more weight and not being able to take it off, even though I work out and I eat pretty clean. Don't get me wrong. I have snacks, I have my treats, I go out and I eat, but for the most part, I really kind of stick to a regimen because I am vegan, so I don't eat any meat, but I try to supplement other things that's going to give me my nutritional value as well. The only thing I probably struggle with is probably the protein, but you can get protein from plants and beans and things like that, so that's not what I'm lacking. But I actually went to a fitness convention which I presented at, and I was talking to a nutritionist and a person who studies, and she said, you know what? Your cortisol levels are probably too high. And I was like, my cortisol levels? What does that mean? Like, how can my cortisol levels be high? And she said, think about it. You work out, you teach, and then you work out for yourself. So when do you recover? And I'm like, I had to think about that for a minute. When do I recover? So I work out for myself on Monday. I teach classes on Tuesday. I teach classes on Wednesday. I teach classes on Thursday. I work out for myself on Friday. I teach classes on Saturday. I think Sunday. Sunday's the only day that I really do nothing. And lo and behold, guess what? That's way too much. So she told me that because I'm not giving myself the recovery, my cortisols are in overload and extremely high, because I'm not giving my body enough time to get out of that fight or flight scenario. My body is always in a fight position because I'm always in extreme high heart rate and I'm taxing my body. I'm working out with weights, I'm doing cardio, and I'm doing so much, and I am not giving my body enough time to recover. And me thinking, knowing I'm a fitness professional, I know that I should recover, but I just enjoy what I do. And a lot of times the classes that I'm teaching is for the people, it's not for me, but I'm still doing it too, which is what the problem is. So on the days where I'm not teaching, I feel like I have to work out extra hard because I'm working out for myself. So the advice I was given was I need to tone it back on the days that I'm not teaching, to actually put my body in recovery mode, which is doing walking, some yoga, go figure, Pilates, something that's going to keep my heart rate down and to be able to lower my cortisol, so I'm not in that fight or flight position in my body. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to, try that, because I am a little discouraged because I've gained significant amount of weight. I'm actually about 30 pounds heavier than I normally would be. I had surgery before and I was kind of not able to work out, but ever since then I haven't been able to take the weight off that I gained from when I had surgery. So I have been really aggressive with my workouts and aggressive with my eating, and I'm gonna try something new because I feel like I've been doing the same thing, changing a little bit of the formula and not getting results. How many of you out there, have been working out hard, eating fairly clean, and just not getting the results that you want? That would be me. So I'm going to try a little something different, and I'm going to go on a journey, and I'm going to try it for 30 days. I'm going to try to tone it back a little bit, clean up my eating even more, work on the timing of my food because I intermittent fast. So I was doing 18 hours and she recommended I cut it back to 14. So I'm going to cut it back to 14. I'm going to really hone in and really focus on my goals and what I'm going to do and see if I get the results that I want to get. So goal number 1 is to pull back on my workouts, incorporate a recovery class, recovery workouts. Goal number 2, focus on bringing my intermittent fasting down from 18 hours to 14. Goal number 3 for me is getting more water in, because sometimes I slacken that. So I'm going to really focus on trying to get at least, a half a gallon of water in, 64 ounces of water in per day, because that flushes out the toxin, it gets rid of water weight, so that's good for you as well. So I am going to take you with me on my journey if you're interested. I'm going to maybe do some videos with what I break my fast in, what I eat during the day, some of my workouts, because I do tend to do my workouts at home. So I'm excited. I hate disappointment. I hate not getting results, but I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter, and I know that I need to change and do something. So I'm willing to try anything to see if it works. Because I miss having that formula of knowing that something works, because again, as you get older, things don't work the way they used to. So this body, I love it, but it needs to tone down and get smaller. So I'll show you where I am And that way we can kind of take progression to see where I am halfway through. So hold tight. I'm going to adjust the camera and then we'll see where I'm at. Okay, so this is all of me. No negative comments. This is my body, and I know I need to work on some areas. Even as a fitness professional, I'm still human, and I still have problem areas that I would like to work as well. So, I gained weight in my belly area, so I definitely want to get this part down, you know, in the front here. And you'll see on the side that I need to, you know, get that sucked in. Because I'm basically tired of sucking it in, right? My thighs, I carry a lot of my weight in my thighs. My legs are extremely strong. So I definitely want to, you know, tone these suckers down a little bit. So we'll see how I do with that when I adjust my workouts and my eating. My hips, I want to get those down a little bit. My upper body, I'm not too, you know, I'm happy with it. Just maybe my arms, I want to get a little more tone again. My arms used to tone up so quickly, and now the progress has slowed down. And then I have my posterior. So, I mean, this is all natural right here. You know, I've always had a big behind. That has never been an issue of me. I just want to tighten it up, right? And actually, I want to lose a little bit, right? Because it's so hard to find pants that fit you when your thighs are thick, your waist is a little smaller, and your booty is a little big. You spend a lot of money on cleaning bills. So this is what I look like. Again, trying to get rid of a little bit of this, right? And this is where we're going to start to try to shrink this. So hold tight. So as you can see, I have a little bit of work that I need to do. I'm going to really plan out my days. I'm going to kind of keep track by writing down in my tracker book that I have of what time I eat, what I eat, you know, how much water I'm getting in. I'm going to track my calorie count, my fat burn on my Polar watch. And I'm actually going to log my food on the MyFitnessPal app just so I can see and make sure that I'm getting my macros for protein, carbs, and fat. So this is kind of holding me accountable by doing this vlog, and then just like keeping the focus on my progress and trying not to be discouraged. I already weighed myself. I am 170 pounds right now, and that's a lot for me, especially at 5'1". And you know, you start to feel it in your knees as you're working out, and you know, you start to feel it in your joints and stuff. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to being agile. I'm used to being kind of like light on my feet. And you know, it's been a little bit discouraging and sometimes a little bit depressing knowing where I was and then, you know, where I am right now. So I may not be able to get back to that place, but maybe find a new place where I'm comfortable in my skin. You know, I'm comfortable with being able to finish a class. Because let me tell you, the working out is never the issue. I can like work out like nobody's business. Like I will teach a class, I will get on that treadmill, I will do somebody else's class with my class on the same day. The working out is the issue. I think the pulling back is probably going to be the hardest part, because my brain is trained to just push, push, push. So to be able to pull back on certain days and just really do recovery and some meditation, because I'm not the most calming person in the world, but to take a step back and to do those things, that is probably going to be the hardest part. And also, you know, to just be able to start to listen to my body when I'm hungry, right? Because I was focused on trying to get in all of my food in my window of my fasting period, because I only had, you know, 6 hours to eat, which is not a lot. So now that I'm cutting it back to 14 hours intermittent fasting, I'm going to have an opportunity to pace my meals a little bit better and not feel like I'm in such a rush and just to kind of eat whole foods and clean foods, which, you know, I pretty much do. I do have like my little snacking on the weekends, but I'm really excited to try this. So, you know, if you want to try this along with me, or you want to check out my videos and what I see and what I do day to day, please subscribe, you know, message me about any information that you may have. I am very knowledgeable with the working out aspect, the nutrition aspect. You know, I do what works for me, because I'm vegan, and what works for my body. But, you know, feel free to message me and let me know what you think. So I am excited. I got day 1 coming up, and we will see how I do. So I'm gonna start my fasting probably around 6 o'clock. So I'm not gonna eat anything from 6 p.m. all the way until the next day. So 6 p.m. and then 6 in the morning, that's 12 hours. Another 2 hours, that'll be 8 o'clock. I'll get to eat at 8 a.m. So we'll see how I go, and stay tuned. 30 days, my fitness journey of my self-health and wellness. So if you didn't subscribe, click on that bell and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you at the next video.